No, today, this is the last class, and we are going to review maybe 3 or 4 points. Last time we did Sir John Suckling, and I got your essays. These are the reactions to the essays. Let me see. A few of the essays about love, loving and beloved. Loving and beloved. Why so pale? And Pretty sent me back my heart. Okay. Loving and beloved. Song. Okay, let's have a look at the poem. Song. Why so pale in one, fond lover? Pretty, why so pale? Will when looking well, can't move her. Looking ill prevail. Pretty, why so pale? Does that compare well? The stanza. Why so dull and mute, you sinner? Pretty, why so mute? Pretty, why so mute? Well, when speaking well, can't win her, saying nothing, do it. Pretty, why so mute? Quit for shame. This will not move, this cannot take her. If of herself she will not love, nothing can make her. The devil take her. And next point, loving and beloved. There never yet was honest man that ever drove the trade of love. It is impossible, nor can integrity our ends promove. For kings and lovers alike in this, that their cheap art in vain dismantling is. Here we are loved, and there we love. Good nature now and passion strive. Which of the two should be above, and laws unto the other give? So we false fire with art sometime discover, and the true fire with the same art do cover. What rag can fancy find so high? Here we must court, and here engage. Though in other place we die. Oh, 'tis torture, all and cozinage, and which the harder is, I cannot tell. To hide true love or make false love look well. Since it is thus, God of desire, give me my honesty again, and take thy brand's bag and thy fire. I'm weary of the state I'm in, since if the very best should now befall, love's triumph must be honor's funeral. Okay, these essays, they are good. It's okay. 홍문영. Loving and beloved. Love is full of ironies, dilemmas, and contradictions. Sir Suckling's poem shows the different circumstances in which he discovers false fire and at the same time covers up true fire. People's desire and passion often do not match. We do not love the person who loves us, but we are attracted to the person who does not love us. Love is difficult, and that may be the reason to be finally careless about it. And another student, Nosubin, loving and beloved. The poet successfully talks about the relationship between loving and being loved, and how they are in an equal relationship. In the sentence, here we loved and there we loved. It clearly shows that a person can both love someone and be loved by someone when they are a couple and love each other. And the other one is also good, 정지야. It is interesting that it compares kings and lovers. Sir Suckling is saying that kings and lovers are alike because both veil their truth. Therefore, Sir Suckling is showing a distrust towards honest love. This is interesting because many other poets praised faithful, honest love, unlike him. Okay. And okay, song. Why so pale? 김난요? A young man is receiving advice from his friend about taking the heart of a lady. He looks pale and ill because looking well couldn't move her, so he thinks looking ill would get her attention. No. He also looks withdrawn and dull because speaking well could not win her. He thinks saying not would do. In the last stanza, his friend advises him to stop doing stupid things because if she refused to return his love, whatever he does or says, it couldn't change her mind. Okay? Very faithful to the text. 노승주? The greatest impact of this poem is probably the last line, the devil take her, which means the man is letting her go. He recognized that love is not unattainable, so he expressed his feeling of anger and the devil take her in the last line. And 장성환? Song. This poem sounds like advice to a friend who fails to win the heart of a lady. It is very familiar to readers because people often experience this kind of situation in everyday lives. I could feel the sincerity of the speaker. The last sentence, the devil take her, seems to show how much the author sympathized with his friend. Good, that's good. So, Sir John Suckling was the last poet we did this semester, and we are going to have a short review of some of the poems, probably some of the best poems. Let's go to John Donne's poem. John Donne's Valediction Forbidding Mourning, the concluding part, right? This is one of the most best-known poems, right, by John Donne. You remember the analogy, the comparison of love to a compass, like a compass? The last part of the poem. If they, both of the lovers, they be two, they are two so as steep twin compasses are two. Right? Thy soul, the fixed foot, makes no show to move, but doth, if the other do. If the other leg moves, right? And though it sit in the center, though it in the center sit, though it sits in the center, yet when the other leg roam far, does roam far, right? When the other leg does roam far, it leans. It leans, the leg in the center, it leans and hearkens after it, and grows erect, grows erect, stands erect, as it comes home. Such wilt thou be to me, who must, like the other foot, obliquely run. Thy fondness makes my circle just, and makes me end where I began. Fantastic imagery, right? Wonderful imagery. Okay, next, George Herbert. George Herbert is what? He is one of the first poets who made a poem called shape poem, pattern poem, right? So, Easter Wings. Easter Wings is an excellent exemplification of this. It is like a bird flying with its wings fully spread. The meaning of each line fluctuates with the longer lines, with the longest line simplifying wealth and store, the first line, right? And the last line, shall advance the flight in me, while the shortest line signifying what? Most poor, most thin. Isn't it interesting enough? Okay, let's have a look. Easter Wings. Lord, who created man in wealth and store, though foolishly he lost the same, decaying more and more, till he became most poor. It looks like this, right? It looks like wing. If it's put sideways, the poem looks like a bird flying, right? So, lo to creates, right? Creates, right? This is old English. Lord, who creates man in wealth and store, though foolishly he lost the same, decaying more and more, till he became most poor. With thee, colon, semicolon, colon. With thee, oh, let me rise. Oh, let me rise with you, right? So he's addressing God, right? With thee, oh, let me rise. How? Like larks, harmoniously, and sing this day, today, thy victories. Sing thy victories today, right? So it looks like this, right? Like this, right? Then shall fall further the flight in me. It's very complicated. Shall fall is verb, right? Right? Shall fall the further. Shall fall the further. Shall the flight in me shall fall the further, right? Then shall the fall further the flight in me. My tender age in sorrow did begin, still with sickness and shame, thou dost so thou didst punish sin, that I became most thin, right? With thee, okay. The lines are getting longer. The lines are getting longer. With thee, let me combine and feel this day, today, thy victory. Because, if I add my wing on thine, affliction shall advance the flight in me. Looks good, right? Looks fine, right? So the longest line shall advance the flight in me. The longest line, lo to create man in wealth and store. The shortest line, poor, most poor, right? And the short, most thin. Interesting. Most poor, most thin, right? So this is shaped poem. The other poem is altar, right? It looks like altar, right? Stone altar, right? Okay, let's go to Okay. Do you remember Andrew Marvell's to his koi mistress? It's an exaggeration, right? You need hundreds years, right, to praise her. But it sounds natural, right? If you exaggerate it, what? It looks like a clown or something like that, but it looks serious, right? It's amazing, right? So Andrew Marvell's love poem is marvelous. Such an exaggeration feels pleasant and not so hollow, but sincere and adorable. It is emblematic of the nature of love between lovers. The poem is to his koi mistress. Okay, finally, let's read a lovely poem on Grasshopper by Richard Lovelace. Grasshopper. This is a kind of delicious poem, right? O thou that swing'st upon the waving hair of some well-filled oven beard. Where is the verb? No verb. It's addressing. Addressing what? You. Addressing the grasshopper. So, thou, you, oh thou, that swing'st upon the waving hair of some well-filled autumn beard. What does it mean? Fully ripe, mature, right? Imagine the corn, fully grown corn. Huh? So well-filled, the pronunciation, accent grave, right? Accent aigu, right? Well-filled autumn beard. And thou what? The grasshopper is in what condition? He's drunk. He's drunk, right? Drunk. Thou, drunk. Every night with a delicious tear. Delicious tear, what is it? Dewdrop, right? Delicious tear. Drop thee from heaven. Drop to you from heaven. Drop thee from heaven. Where now the art reared. Where now the art reared. What kind of art? Maybe the art of heaven? Art. Right. The joy of earth and air are thine entire. The joys of earth and air are thine entire. The joys of earth and air are entirely yours. Entirely yours. That with feet and wings, thy feet and wings dost often fly. That dost often fly, right? With thy feet and wings, and when thy puppy works, what's the meaning of puppy? Dew. It's like opium, very delicious. Dew, right? So tear, right? So when thy puppy works, thou dost retire. He's drunk with tears, 2 drops, and then retire. Go to bedroom. Where? To your carved acorn bed to lie. Acorn bed, right? Grasshopper has a bed made of acorn, right? Up with the sun, up with the day, up with the breaking of the day, dawn, up with the sun, thou welcomest then. You welcome the sun, right? Then. Sports plays in the gilt plaits of his beams, in the fields, sunny fields, right? Beam. And all these merry days makes a merry man. beautiful word. Makes merry man, right? Alliteration. All these merry days makes merry man, right? And again, thyself and melancholy streams, right? All these merry days makes the merry man, thyself and melancholy streams. But the sickle, right? Sickle. Golden years are cropped. Golden years, right? The wheat's cropped, right? Golden years cropped. Charos and Bacchus. In Italian, it's the pronunciation charos. But in English, ceros, or ceros. Cereal, ceros. And Bacchus, bid good night. Sharp, frosty fingers have touched all your flowers, right? Frosty fingers have tapped all your flowers. And what's thy spared? What is not cut off with the thigh? Winds shape of white. Wind shape of white. Poor verdant fool, and now green eyes thy joys, large and as lasting as the perch of glass, be the sleigh and against the winter rain, and poise their floods with an overflowing glass. What does it mean? Overflowing glass. Ice. Ice. Liver floating with ice. Slices of ice. Their floods with an overflowing glass. Thou best of men and friends, we will create the genuine summer in each other's breast. All this cold, we can create summer in our heart, right? Friendship, right? And spite, spite of this cold time, in spite of this cold time and frozen fate, thaw us a warm sit to our rest. Our sacred hearth ovens shall burn eternally as the vessel flames. Semicolon. The north wind, it's like French, right? Noun phrase and the pronoun, as in French, right? The north wind, he shall strike his frost-stretched wings and dissolve and fly. This Etna in epitome. Dropping December shall come whipping in. Dropping December, why dropping? Dropping December? Snowing, maybe? Dropping December shall come whipping in, maybe raining and snowing, right? But well, the usurping of his reign. But when in shower of old Greek would begin, in showers of old Greek would begin, shall cry, he hath his crown again. Night as clear Hesper, is morning star or evening star? Night as clear Hesper, evening star, shall our tapers whip, shall whip our tapers, maybe morning star, right? Night as clear Hesper, our tapers shall whip our tapers candle from the light casements where we play. And the dark hag from her black mental strip and stick there for everlasting day. Thus richer than untempted kings are we. Thus we are richer than untempted kings, that asking nothing need. Asking nothing, need nothing. though lows of all, what sees embrace, yet he that wants himself is poor indeed. Very clever. He's very clever, very, very smart point. Right? So we've enjoyed the 17th century poetry, and I hope you will further poetry, 17th poetry. There are many more poems you can enjoy. So I hope you will enjoy them. Okay, so much for today.